On today's episode of Art House, we'll be showing you a performance which seeks to discuss the dangers of drug and substance abuse. Then we look at the lines and forms displayed by a contemporary artist in Lagos. We'll have that and more on this week's edition of the program. A warm welcome to Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami.
West African and Nigerian art have very vibrant and bright colors which reflect the strength and luminosity of light. Storytellers are a threat. They threaten all champions of control. They frighten usurpers of the rights to freedom of the human spirit.
The Walking Stick is a drama that talks about how the family should be united and strong to fight the menace of drug and substance abuse. It was done at the Terra Culture Arena here in Lagos.
The Riveting Playhouse presents The Walking Stick, staged at Terra Culture in Lagos. The play, which is a satirical comedy written and directed by Felix Okolo, talks about the dangers of drug abuse and its consequences.
Are these people normal? These illegal drug hawkers who patronize counterfeit drug sellers, nauseating workers who depend solely on drugs to function. Look at them.
It zooms into the first school for any child, which is the family, as the author wraps the story around the Chiromas using dance, comedy and dialogue, with the light conveying the mood when necessary.
Time for school is time for breakfast. Time for food is time for classes. Students are going to start your candy. The Lord has told them is drop and drop. Close down the road. Big, running obesity. A load that leave and decompose.
Professor Chiroma's quest to acquire more knowledge keeps him miles away from his family. His wife cannot cope and decides to give her twin children to other family members to raise for them, while she tries to fend for herself.
First thing tomorrow morning. All the carton is ready. We should be like, you are number one. Oh, see, you see all the customers. That mercy is hot cake. All those sick people are going to resell it.
Are you serious?
Oh.
Please, let's talk. I hope you still have enough.
I wish be like, this is the last batch. Nothing inside the house.
My brother, business is battered. The patients are begging. The bills are too expensive.
Life is hard and cold for her as she struggles daily to make ends meet, compromising her values in the process, but content that she doesn't have to deal with the rigors of raising children.
People promise me wrong, he say I will be that. I got to party for night, you say my devil is back. I think you give me a go. 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 Look at me. House of life is house of nothing. They say no smoking, no drinking. But as you have spoiled market for Fatima, by God's grace, Fatima will survive. You see, Fatima comes from a very rich family. My father, Baba Taju, NTC, he's the owner of No, not that one, the other one. You see? But now they have celebrity. That is why Fatima joined Market Union. Every week by week, we save money, but ask anyone, Fatima is number one. Well, yesterday, I collect my egg. Well, how much is egg? Please help me to count my egg.
Mama!
Customer, it is because of Latifah I bury my money under my pillow. Oh, you say you want ice water?
I want my money.
Yeah, take, bring money.
I gave you.
You gave me what? When?
Please, madam, please make yourself very well. You put it in.
Inside my what?
But when the children grow up, the reality of what they have become is a bitter pill to swallow. Without guidance from father or mother, the street becomes home for them. Latif becomes a local government chairman who is known to promote thuggery, and Titi, who's a trained pharmacist, cannot seem to keep off the red light district as well as drug addiction.
Your Excellency, Mr. Latif, Honorable Jampe. Sorry, Honorable Jampe. Latifu, you collect all our market money and use it for election campaign. Yes. You bribe all our leaders to become chairman of this local government. Now they say you are honorable and you want a private dinner. We know that manager have arranged everything. But you see, all the food you eat in your private, they are buying all the ingredients in our house. So forget all this fish, water and food. We know you tell manager to arrange someone special. You see, the cook, the messenger, even the special girl, they are all children members of our club. We are the senior members. That is why we wear this special and gold uniform. Now, this is misuse. She too want to get used to you. Anytime you feel like going to the toilet, Miss Lee will lead you there. Whenever they are ready to go, mistake is your takeaway. So what else do you want for dinner? Osama be more fire. Osama be more river. Let's fire. Osama be more river.
An intelligent father is full of regrets, but it's too late to turn back the hands of time when an unlikely experience reunites this family.
I don't want their one boy. But you remind me of my Kike Lomo. My sweet Kike, always crying. So, what is the name of your twin? Kike is the girl. She's a girl. And you are correct. Her father is that lecturer who is inside there doing workshop with another village student. So, which guy are you? Where is your mother? You don't know your mother? I hope it's not the same Daniel, no? You say your name too is Daniel? Your father's name is Daniel. Who said Daniel?
Grandma, long time ago. Are you sure you are?
They said he grew up with my granny. Mama Leslie,
Mama Leslie? That's my mother.
Hey! You know Mama Leslie? I don't know who.
She talked to you with that drug addict?
When the play was first written in 1993-94, that was when it was first written and produced. We had a drug problem in Nigeria then. However, 24 years after, guess what? The drug problem has not gone, rather it has multiplied. We have a huge problem now with drug addiction amongst Nigerian youth. So that's the reason why we came up with this, this particular play, because it's a very strong message. It has a very strong message against drug addiction and drug abuse. And it relates it to the family unit. Once the family unit is broken down, the father figure is missing, the children are left open to all kinds of pressures. Some of those pressures can lead to drug addiction, or many times they lead to drug addiction.
for anyone who uses drugs. It doesn't matter whether you're a celebrity, whether you're a doctor, whether you have doctors who abuse drugs as well. They have it, you know. But it is about just being responsible. Being responsible to yourself, to your society. If you're an artist and you use drugs, well, you need to get a shrink fast, because it really does not add anything to you, to be honest. If anything, at some other point, you get so high and you begin to get low. People jump inside the lagoon every day. Have we bothered to find out why? People stab each other. It wasn't in our society. It is alien. Wives killing husbands, husbands murdering their wives, children stabbing father to death. What's going on? Now death is like, we expect to hear people murdering people, killing each other every day. And it's becoming, and hopefully, I pray not, an expectation. And if we don't curb it right now, it's going to get worse.
All these and more are communicated in a subtle way, but these thespians expect the message to be the game changer.
You see that when there is trouble in the home, it has a way of affecting the society by breeding problem. A lot of issues can be dealt with from the home in order to make the society a better place, and that's food for thought. Coming up in a moment, a glimpse of our artists for this week, then an exhibition of lines and forms in Lagos. Join us again.